And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Harris. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Again, it's Harris. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
180.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
11 MT, the hot.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker. He realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Pickett will look to throw it here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Burrow will throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit
because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 23. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action, Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive. Ready?
They run for it with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mouse trap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 mighty. 11 MP. 11
Here's
MP.
Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back, it's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews.
After review of the play.
So that challenge is successful. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Yeah, these are...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw, Pickett. Crossing route, catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds. That's the 45. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looking to throw, Pickett. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Kkbuddy18 with a pick. And the Bengals Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. He finds his man, Johnson. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is getting the blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 27, Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover.
Now they've got to work toward getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
11, Tommy. 12.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he'll drop this one down to mix it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why what we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
11, MT, take. 11,
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. Anthony Fertzer from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Pickett sets up play action. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.M. Brown. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Here we go. 11, mighty. 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Gun.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. Gets this to Fertzer, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 from now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week. Another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the give, this is Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Pickett. It's complete to Watt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They hand this off to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pickett completes this one to Pickens, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the turn.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to swell the lead to 6. Boswell's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Takes it at the 7.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. For Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Burrow gets this to Ferguson, the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. There's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Burrow. He's got the tight end Ferguson, right side complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed, But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expect kick 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 10. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. To throw, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Interference. Defense.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.